Like that's what everybody talks about, like, oh, lonely, I feel so lonely. My first year in Canada as a PR. Here is my honest opinion. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Iso, and I am back with another video. Like, consistency, please clap for me, you guys. Anyway, yeah, I got a comment. Like, to be honest, I was kind of avoiding creating this video because I'm like, do I really have anything to say about living in Canada for 1 year? But when someone asks my comments, and you guys, you know, when you ask, you shall receive. Okay, so yeah, I have to film this video, so I'm happy to do that for you. Let us get right into it. So, first year in Canada. So I'm going to try to categorize the video. The first one is going to be like what I expected versus my reality. I'm going to talk about like some of the most challenging parts of living in Canada. I'm going to talk about like some of like the good things / the wins about living in Canada, and lastly, just an overview of like living in Canada. Should you move to Canada, especially as a single person, girl or guy? I mean, I'm a girl, but like, you know. So the first thing is gonna be weather expectation versus reality. Now, you know how they tell us that you cannot prepare for Canada weather. If you like on AC in your office, in your house, put it in the maximum and say, oh, I'm preparing for Canada. It's not gonna work. Honestly, you would need to come here and experience this cold by yourself. When I was doing my research and I see people saying, oh, like you can never like prepare, I'm like, they're just being dramatic, they're just exaggerating. Oh my god. Well, I came here, I experienced it for myself. Okay, this cold is cold. This cold is cold. Okay, so yeah, I was expecting that it was not that bad, but the reality, it was that bad. It was really bad. But I would say, obviously, dress warmly, layer up. Like, we're already in winter already, right? And I'm not as scared as I was last year. Okay, just layer up, wear the appropriate clothes, the shoes, the socks, the mufflers, the earmuffs, the everything, the gloves, the face cover, get everything, and you will be fine, as long as you are not living too far from the bus stop. So if you've not moved yet, please don't stay in a place that is 16 minutes away from the bus stop. You guys don't experience. If it is more than 5 minutes away from the bus stop, maximum 6 minutes, you guys, please look for another house, or be willing to spend money on Uber to get to the bus stop, and maybe then from the bus stop you can now, you know, use the bus. But yeah, it's just my advice, like, try your best to find a house that is not too far from the bus stop. Secondly, has to be the cost of living. So my expectation was that it was going to be super affordable. I would be able to quickly settle down on my own while moving here, and the reality is that that's true. I'm not gonna lie, compared to places like Toronto, Vancouver, BC and stuff, Edmonton is still very affordable. I would even say compared to Calgary, Edmonton is still very much affordable. I mean, the rent prices are going up, cost of everything is going up, but I already have like a list of things that I buy, that I don't buy, what I spend on, what I don't spend on. Like, I'm trying to be very wise with how I spend my money. So honestly, I would say it is still pretty affordable. So yeah, I wasn't shocked in that aspect. Thirdly, I would say making friends. I expected that making friends was going to be so hard, like so hard, because I've heard stories of people saying, oh, when you come to Canada, everybody is cold, everybody is ignoring you, everybody's minding their business, da 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 da. I mean, yes, yeah, that is true. Well, I hate to say this, I realized a lot of the friends I made, because I mean, not all the time, okay, it's not every time that my housemates were like friendly. So, and I knew I needed a community, so I had to go out of my way to make friends. I would say, you guys, it was mostly people from other countries, not even the Canadians per se, but people from other countries, so like Mexico, Tunisia, like other countries, because I would literally meet them at the bus stop and just start a conversation, and just like that we became very good friends. So yeah, making friends is not hard if you are willing to go out of your comfort zone. I am a very introverted person. I don't like to talk to people unnecessarily. Okay, if you allow me to mind my business, I'll mind my business. Back in Nigeria, my siblings are my best friends. I wasn't really looking forward to making new friends. Okay, I had my siblings, but here I definitely had to put in the effort to make friends. So if you're moving here, remove that mindset like, oh, everybody's going to be bringing face. Maybe people from our like community might give you that impression, but most times if you are willing to put in the effort and get to know them, yeah, things might change. But for me, I'm like, if the first vibe I'm getting from you is not very welcoming, yeah, I'm going to mind my business, especially when I'm meeting you outside in a public place. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for me, making friends wasn't too hard. Making good friends, it was not. Right now, like, I would say I have just like four or five friends. maximum. And honestly, I'm okay with it. Okay, I have friends from work as well, like, friends we don't really talk outside work. I have friends from work, but if I would take people I can call, hang out with and anything, I would definitely say I have about 4 to 5 friends that I can reach out to. So yeah, making friends, you have to put effort. That's all I'm gonna say. So obviously we're going to talk about the job search. Job search in Edmonton. My expectation was very low. My expectation was that, I'm going to have to put more effort to looking for a job. That was my expectation. And when I came here, the reality was I needed to put even more effort in finding a job. Now the thing is, when I first came here, I did not put it's not bad to have mindsets, but I'm like, anything. I applied for the high ones, I applied for the minimum wage ones. I was just applying, and the one that came first, I went for it. Okay, so I would say when it comes to finding jobs, you need to pay bills, so apply for everything. Literally, you don't have to stay in that job for more than 1 week. If you get a better job, you can move. Okay, so when it comes to looking for a job, it is difficult, you guys. It is difficult, especially in the winter, but it's not impossible. Make sure that your resume is obviously Canadian standard. Make sure that you're editing your resumes according to the job descriptions, and prepare for interviews, learn about the company, and all of those stuff you see online. Just take it and prepare. Okay, it's not going to be easy. Like, I think I was blessed, to be honest, but yeah, some people were not that lucky to find jobs immediately. But honestly, don't stop. Talk to people. Tell them I'm looking for. That's the thing. Talk to people and tell them you're looking for a job. Don't be quiet. Don't keep quiet. Oh, I'm secretive. Talk to people, because they would recommend you and refer you, to places, and that you might get hired. So don't be shy. I'm looking for a job, please, if there is any opening. And also try to join like, for example, Nigerian groups where you can ask questions, even make friends, and yeah, keep that in mind. Then I will also talk about the public transit. My expectation was that I wouldn't need to rely too much on a car to move around here, and the reality was I did not need to rely on a car to move around here. The bus transit for me in Edmonton is very good. It's very, very good. Obviously sometimes they delay, sometimes they're late, this and that, like expected things. It's not that bad. 8 out of 10 times I've not had any issues with the transit. You pay for your R card. The bus drivers can be so strict sometimes, so make sure you always have like money in your card, your bus pass, before getting on the bus, because some will embarrass you, like they don't want to hear anything. But yeah, the transportation here in Edmonton is really, 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 really good. Like, honestly, I don't need a car. I wrote the class 7 test, but just because I needed the card for something, but it's really, really good. Then I'm also going to talk about culture shock. Let me see. I didn't have a lot because I feel like I watch a lot of like foreign movies, and I also did a lot of research, what people said, so I kind of prepared myself mentally, like, okay, this is what might happen, this is what might not happen. For example, calling people by their first names. You don't say, oh, excuse me, ma, excuse me, sir. Call them by their name. So that one, I picked up on it very, very fast. Like, it was not weird to me. I call my manager by her name, I call my general manager by his name, I call my general manager's boss by his name, I call my general manager's boss's boss by his name, even his wife, I call her by her name. Like, it's normal, like there's nothing strange about it. Culture shock, like honestly I can't really think of a lot of things that were shocking to me. Maybe I will talk about like the amount of like homeless people here, the amount of like drug usage here. I don't want to get into that so much, but yeah, that was culture shock because they're like everywhere, like, yeah. And one thing I would tell you guys again, never make eye contact. Like, go your way. If somebody is punching, not punching, but like if somebody is like staggering, don't make eye contact, please. I beg you, in the name of God, don't make eye contact. But yeah, that was definitely a culture shock, the amount of like homeless people that were in this place. Yeah. And then I'm going to talk about the food. When I first came, I was so like, you guys, oh, I'm going to be eating, because I love to experiment even back home with food. So I thought when I come here I would want to experiment even more because there are more options. But honestly, I just went back to my Nigerian food. Like, I went back to my Nigerian food. Like, I would say again, you won't be hungry in this place if you genuinely do not have enough for food. There are so many food banks you can go to and get some food stuff, just to supplement what you actually have. You have some Nigerian ones, you have some obviously like white people ones, you also have from churches and all of those things. You will not be hungry in this country. That is the thing. Obviously, African stores are freaking expensive. Like, they are very, very expensive. They are very, very expensive. Like, let's not even go there. I don't even shop from African stores except once in a while to get some things. They are very expensive, so keep that in mind. Lastly, I would like to talk about loneliness. Like, that's what everybody talks about. Like, oh, lonely, I feel so lonely. For me, honestly, now, I mean, obviously I miss my family like so much, but I wouldn't say I'm lonely or I was lonely even the first winter in this country. The thing that almost made me not depressed, the thing that almost made me like really sad when I first came was where I was living in a basement and it was too far from the bus stop and I couldn't really go out and explore and it was just freaking hectic. But the moment I moved from that place, you guys, like, I wouldn't say I'm lonely. I wouldn't say I experienced loneliness. I wouldn't say I experienced depression. Number one, I enjoy my own company. Number two, I love to create content, so I definitely spend most of my time creating content or working. And yeah, I am very intentional about like spending time and doing the things I love. So I mean, that being said, personally, I wouldn't say I experienced loneliness. Especially now I have friends and building my relationship with God. Community is very important. I have been able to build a community even in church, which is so important, right? Now, I wouldn't say loneliness is something that I suffered, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't prepare yourself. Like, I don't know how you're going to do that, but yeah, prepare yourself if you're someone that tends to get depressed so easily. Moving on to maybe some things I would say were challenging for me here. Well, obviously I've spoken about it, like finding a job was definitely challenging. Finding an apartment was challenging, but that's why I said if you're going through anything, ask people like, oh, I'm looking for a place, I'm looking for a job, I'm looking for, they really, like, people who have information, but they're not going to come and start downloading to you if you don't ask them, right? So make sure you ask people, join communities, and always ask questions if there is something you want to know. Challenging. Oh, okay. The biggest challenge for me, number one challenge, is missing my family. I am very close to my family. Like I said, my siblings are my best friends. So the biggest challenge is like staying without them, not seeing them, not hugging them, not talking to them every morning. You know, it's so freaking hard. And to add to my challenge, it has to be the time difference, because sometimes when I wake up, they're going to bed. Or when I wake up, I'm rushing to work. And when I get back, they're asleep. Time difference is definitely a very big challenge for me. Well, I'm learning how to work with it. We understand now, like I give them update, okay, the time has gone back, the time has gone forward. So we try to like keep up with time because we talk almost every day. I need to talk to them like a lot. So yeah, I would say that is very, very challenging. The time zone, very challenging. The separation from my family, like physically, is definitely really challenging. But I'm trying to think. Okay, another challenge I would say honestly is living in shared apartments. The fact that you don't know who they are, the fact that different personalities would clash. Yeah, that is definitely a challenge. And being realistic, like you can't like get a place to yourself because like I said, the rent prices are going up. And yeah, you just have to bear with it. You have to deal with it for the time being. You know, it's not forever. So that being said, yeah, living with roommates is definitely challenging. But like I just literally said, it's not forever. That is what I keep telling myself. This is only for a while, okay? It's not going to be forever. As long as you keep working towards achieving something better, okay? Okay. That being said, so what are some of my biggest wins since moving here? The first one I would say is getting my class 7. I was so scared that I was going to feel like, not going to feel like, I was just, when it comes to exam, I'm just very paranoid, you know? So yes, getting my class 7 is definitely a big win. Getting good friends I can call anytime. It might not seem like much to you, but it's much to me. Yeah, that is a very big win for me. Being able to have a saving. I've heard a lot of people, oh, you can't save, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm very grateful to God that I am able to put some money aside and save for emergencies. Another thing I would say is a big win is that I have like mother figures here in this country. It sounds very strange, but as a young person, having a mother figure that would like look out for you, like go out of their way to look up. Even this house, she was the one that found this house. She came with me to check this house. Like, it's just amazing, and it's something that is needed, especially if you are here without any family. Yeah, you need someone like that. So I would say having 2 people in my life, no, 3 actually, 2 women. One is Chinese, one is Indian, and then one is a man. He's also Indian. Like, they go out of their way to help me. I'm so thankful to God for that. Another big win I would say is that I was baptized, you guys. I got baptized like two weeks ago. Yeah, I got baptized 2 weeks ago, and yes, that is definitely a big win. Finding a church community that loves God, that follows Jesus, that follows the Bible is a big win for me, okay? Yeah, and I got baptized, so that is a huge one. All glory, all honor, all adoration to my heavenly Father in heaven. What else? What else? I would say I can't think of anything else right now, but if I do, I will definitely let you guys know eventually. But yeah, those are the biggest things for me, like wins that I can say I've had since moving to Canada. So just because I don't want this video to be too long, what is my advice as a young single person moving to Canada? Number one, I would say reduce your expectations. Yeah, reduce your expectations. It is not milk and honey. It is not roses and rainbows, okay? There are challenges. If you make your expectations too high and these challenges come, even challenges that are not even that big of a deal, but if your expectation is just too high, any little thing that comes, you're just getting depressed. You're like, oh my god, oh horrible, oh woe is me, reduce your expectations. This place is not perfect. There are so many flaws. I'm even going through something now that is making me to see, yeah, they're not perfect, okay? They also try to, let me not get into it. Anyway, yeah, so don't reduce your expectations, but plan before you come. You need to take a degree, you need to take a certificate, a course, get it. Even if you don't want to take the course in Nigeria, okay, think about it. What do you want to do when you get here? That was a mistake I kind of made. I wasn't really sure what I was going to go into career-wise before I came here. My advice, figure out what you want to do career-wise before you come here. Trust me, you need to do that. Okay, if not, you're going to just come here and get even more confused and disorganized, because it's like, oh, what. So if you think you want to come back here and go back to school, do you need to evaluate your degree, course by course? Do you need to secure funding? Like, literally get all this information so that when you come here, I mean, obviously things will not always go as planned, but have a plan. Even if it doesn't go 100%, it will go 80%, okay? Have a plan before you come here. What else? Build up your mental states, because it can get rough and you start to think of every negative thing that has ever happened to you in your entire life. Build up your mental states, you guys. Yeah, find your safe havens. If it's in movies, worshiping, which it should be worshiping as well, you know, like other things that just give you peace, that make you happy. Yeah, prepare them before you come here, because yeah, it be real sometimes, you know. And yes, even another challenge I forgot to say is how dark it gets during winter. Like, this is literally when it is summer, by this time the sun is shining. 9 p.m. the sun is shining, but like it's literally 4, and just look at my window, like it's so freaking dark. I don't like it. So prepare yourself. If you're coming in winter, it's going to get dark really early. So yeah, so just try to figure out some things you will be doing to pass time that actually entertain you, educate you, you know, give you value in one way or another. What other advice will I give you before you come to Edmonton? Get enough foodstuff. Yeah, carry enough foodstuff, because like I said, African stores are so expensive. You do not need to bring malaria medicine. I guess I said it, you do not need to bring malaria medicine. You can bring your cramps medicine, maybe allergies and stuff, but like all these other, like, you know, Nigerians now, they get sick, any little thing, you don't need to bring those. Don't take unnecessary space in your bag with those drugs, okay? What else? Clothes. You do not need to bring heaven and earth here. I would say obviously bring your native, bring those clothes that are special to you. Some shoes. I wouldn't say you should bring, I mean, if you're someone that likes to go outside every time, maybe in the summer, yeah, you can bring like your heels and fashionable shoes. Just bring your clothes, but don't bring those clothes that you know you're not going to wear, because you have all those clothes in your wardrobe and you say, oh, I have nothing to wear. Yeah, so cut down on the clothes you intend to bring to Canada. Lastly, I got a comment about like house hunting and stuff like that. What I will say is, even if you're not here and you're trying to look for a house, if you have anybody, even if it's a friend, okay, ask them to join you in the search for looking for a house. And video call is a thing, WhatsApp is a thing, right? FaceTime is a thing, okay? So even if you check for a house, maybe on Facebook Marketplace, Kijiji, Rent Faster, and maybe you're looking for a shared apartment, I would say those places are the best to look through. Ask for video call, look at the house, look at everything, ask questions, and do not pay any money. Do not pay. I don't even know how to really pass across this information, but like, don't be so quick to pay money, because there are so many scammers in this country, like so many scammers in this country. So yeah, even if you're not here looking for a house, if you have somebody that can just help you to like also check, because obviously the time, what are they calling it, as obviously the region and the country will matter even when you're checking on Facebook Marketplace. So I would say try and find somebody here that can help you to look while you're looking, so that they can even help you and go and check the house, you know, if a FaceTime or a video call will not be very possible. Okay, yeah, I think that is pretty much it. If I think of more, I will definitely do a part 2 of this video, but I hope this was helpful for you. Yeah, is it worth coming to Edmonton in 2025, 2026, 2027? Yes, it is still worth. I mean, I cannot predict what the future is going to hold, but for right now, I don't regret moving to Canada. I don't regret moving to Canada at all. I'm glad I'm here. I miss my family like crazy, but hopefully we will be reunited here. Okay, so if you're thinking of coming, if you needed a video now that will tell you, should I go to Edmonton, should I not come to Canada, blah, blah, blah. This is the video. Come, but all the things I listed earlier, just get them ready and you will be fine. There are opportunities, there are chances for you to grow here. Okay. I mean, I came here hoping I will build a certain type of life for myself. I'm not there yet, but I'm definitely ascending, you know, like getting there little by little. Yeah, so this is going to be the end of this video. It's getting too long, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and obviously leave your questions in the comment section below, because I literally am filming a video based off a question I got asked. Okay, so I do answer, I do read them. Okay, I do respond. So yes, join this community and I will see you guys in our next video. Bye.